Okay, in this video we're going to be working on paint for the boat. I've gone ahead and sanded the whole thing down, or at least the whole top half. I'll do the bottom half whenever we get it off this stand. I just used some 400 on the DA and then sanded the rest that I couldn't get to by hand. So it's all scuffed up, got all the old crustiness off of it. First thing I'm going to paint is the cowl, this part here. I went to put some seam sealer down in this crack just to, try to make it look a little more finished. This part will be flat black to make it look kind of like a tinted windshield. So that's why I've got the tape here, because this part on the dash is not going to be painted for now. That'll just stay bare aluminum. So I've got this part. I'm going to get it cleaned up, and then I've got some self-etching primer I'm going to put on it. I didn't mask the rest of this because it's all going to be painted anyway, so the self-etching primer is not going to hurt it. And then we got some flat black that we're going to put on over top of that. First coat on, just doing a light tack coat on here, and then we'll let it set up, and then we'll get the second coat put on. Should be about all I need. Okay, that paint is tacked up, so now I got some Krylon paint, flat black, because this piece is pretty rough, so I don't want anything shiny on there. I'm going to cover it up with a sticker anyways when I get it painted. I just need a nice solid backdrop. So we'll get this put on here and see how it looks. Okay, let that tack up, and then we'll get one or two more coats put on there, and we'll see how it looks. Got this cleaned up, got my stuff taped off, getting ready to put another bit of self-etching primer down on the front. I'll get a couple coats down on here, and then we'll show you the color we picked for the top of the boat. And yeah, see what it looks like. Got the self-etching primer down, gonna let it dry. And I got color for the boat is in here. I went with purple, and you think, well, why purple? Because that's what color the jet ski was, and this is a pretty close match to that. So it's going to be purple on the top from here up, and then I'll do yellow on the bottom. I might paint these stringers purple also, just to kind of break the yellow up, and we'll see how it looks. If we don't like it, we can always change it, but that's the plan for now. Purple on top, yellow on bottom. Okay, we got our first couple coats on there. Gonna go with one more just to cover up any of the light spots. Looks pretty good so far, so we'll just get to painting it one more time. Got the top part of the boat masked off. Had to use some garbage bags. Tried to buy a newspaper. Turns out those are hard to find nowadays. So got the top part of the boat painted purple. Got this in here done. A couple little spots I got to touch up. Missed a spot there. Went ahead and went all the way around the engine bay. You can see how it kind of ties in with the exhaust pipe and all that, because we did polish that up a little bit. Gonna let that dry, and then I'll set the hatch down. I think I'm going to leave it aluminum on the bottom so it's kind of shiny. I'm going to set it down, then I'll clean this top part up and get it painted. So hopefully by tomorrow it'll be dry enough that I can mask the top off and get started working on the bottom of the boat. Excuse the terrible lighting, but I got the stringers or whatever they're called. I got those painted on the sides, at the top, all painted. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to move this boat over underneath this lift, so it's going to get even darker. But my thought is I can let the lift down and then hook straps around the lift and up under this lip, and then I can raise the boat up so I can get to the bottom, finish scuffing it, and then get ready to paint it. So I got to clean up a little bit in here because there's a lot of dirt on the floor. Got my little attic fan creating a little bit of a draft, pulling the air out in the dirt. So the paint we're putting on the sides, we're going to be putting on with the air gun, so it'll make a little bit more dirt fly up in the air. So we're going to try to clean it up just a touch in here and get this thing hanging precariously from the lift. Got the boat hanging, got 5 straps, should be plenty. So now we'll come in here and sand the bottom of the boat, clean this old paint or whatever that is off, and get it ready, and when we're done it all should be that color. Here we go. Got the boat all masked off, got some plastic over the top, got taped down the stringers, and I got some bags over the jet just because I don't want it yellow. So everything that's not masked will be yellow. We're getting ready to mix it up now, and we will be spraying it shortly. Had to rework our fan because it fell over and snapped the belt, so we put a wooden frame around it so it's a little more stable. Trying to get a little bit of a draft through here. Got another little fan there, so it's not ideal, but it's what we got. So we'll get the paint mixed up and see what it looks like going on. Got the first bit of paint on here. Gonna have to go over it again. It's not really covering on the bottom side. It was a little darker to begin with, so letting it tack up real good. Then we're gonna get another coat on there. It's definitely looking real yellow. With the purple down the side, it should look pretty good, I think. And if it doesn't, we'll think it should have. Okay, got the boat all painted. Got it unmasked for the most part, other than the top because I can't get up there. Looks pretty good. It's got a couple little things to touch up. I have a few thin spots in my tape, so I got a little yellow in my purple, but I got more purple paint to tape that off and paint it. We'll have some stickers made for it for our boat numbers and a couple other little things. But that's going to do it for this video. In the next one we'll be finishing it up, getting the rest of the little finishing touches put on it, and we should be able to take it to the water because by then it should be pretty nice out. It's already hot today, but the wind's blowing, so we will see you in the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe.